Hey. All right, looks like everything is running. Oh, I think I got the. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm Ash, this is Ash Writes Lots. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I am doing some writing. I need to catch up because last week, with the storm that happened, messed up my little writing schedule. And then I didn't pick up anything after last Wednesday. So I got things to do. And I need to get them done because I know this weekend we're going to be doing stuff. So, yeah, we're going to be doing some writing tonight. Hope you're doing well. It's been a little while. Stuff came up. I don't know when the last time I was on here. I think I just skipped 1 week. And that was because of the storm. I didn't try to. But the storm. No, I did. I didn't schedule for the previous week because I'm like trying to make sure I take my little breaks. But then last week was the storm. Let me turn off this light. Well, at least turn it down. Today is going to be some good old, just regular moonshine for my drink of choice. My coaster. Which my coaster, I don't know if I've ever showed y'all this. My coaster's coming like, I made a little coaster thingy. And it's like, it's a cauldron with some bubbling in it. And so then you just take them out. So yes. So anyway, yes. That's... I don't know if I've ever showed the whole thing. I think y'all seen the coasters before. But yes. Pour my drink while we're getting ready. What did I had a napkin. Oh, I put it up there. Put it there. Share a napkin. Get your drinks, get your snacks, get your stuff. Let's go ahead and go to the plan screen. Go ahead and plan here. And transfer over. And while I'm doing this, get that timer up there. Timer should have been up there. It's not on. Oh, I didn't click it. Now I got to change the time. 7 minutes? Yeah. Let's do that. There you go. The timer to come on up there. We're going to be doing some writing. Tell me what you're working on. It don't have to be writing. I know I get artists in here. Oh, that reminds me. I probably should share. Let me share the link because I haven't shared anything. Let me go to Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and sip some right now. All right, so like I said, I'm working on. I'm gonna start just saying it in. It's draft number 6, but we don't count number 1. But I'm gonna go ahead and count number 1 because all that wishy-washy stuff. Don't worry about it. First one, it sucked. Draft 1 sucks anyway because the draft 1 of the official. No, okay, so we're gonna say 5. Draft number 5. Look at me wishy-washing again. Draft number 5. I am working on for Spell of the Bayou. Still working on if I'm going to keep that name. I feel like leaving it there because I've been working on it for so long and I still can't figure out the name yet. One day I'll have a name, or it's just gonna be Spell of the Bayou. Who knows? Who knows? So today I am super bright with my orange and everything, because I'm feeling like I need to be real bright. Let me share. There you go. I know why I'm sharing stuff out because I don't. What are we gonna be doing? It definitely needs to be. I'm gonna say 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Make sure I'm starting on time. Let's see, catch up to other things that I've done. I have gotten into the African body scrubber. I got it from CC's Closet. I freaking love it. My skin, it feels like it's just so much nicer, softer. So that's been one thing I've gotten into that has helped in my getting ready to write ritual. Like before especially before these, I go ahead and take my shower because I'm not gonna. If it's really gonna be a drinking right, more than like I've done a bunch of more writing previously, and so then it's like fun writing, like kind of thinking of the weird stuff that I need to do for my draft, fill in things, the booty scenes and stuff like that. So in this case, though, I have not done much, so I'm probably gonna keep it down to the one shot for tonight when it comes down to the writing because I didn't write anything since Wednesday of last week and just just tired just tired. I was working on a crochet project and stuff, and I kind of got bogged into that because I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working, and now I got it. So I figured I fixed it. It was probably one of my most advanced crochet projects, but then I got stuck on a plot hole I found also. So it's probably more likely the plot hole that I was kind of dealing with. So now I am just working out all of that. I don't know why does it open up two every time. Let me make that small. There you go. And I have my water. Get your drinks together. Get your drinks together. All right, what else is going on? Oh, get my notes up. So I want to be able to get started right when we in there. Let me get the notes in here. And writer's layer. Ash. Spell it by you. Hey, Deja. That's awesome. Yes, be safe. Get home safely. We'll get started. Get some music on and everything. Hopefully that'll help you with getting home in peace. No worries. I'm glad you're gonna join us. I'm glad I was able to actually stick to the schedule and get in here on time. Let me put the keys up and make sure I have everything in here. Alright, we're good to go. So I'm going to stop that one. I'm going to put it on for a 25-minute sprint. Transition to sprinting. Turn this music on and mute myself. Happy writing, happy working on whatever you're working on. Get home safe, Deja.
Something about you, baby.
Okay, how'd you do? How'd you do? Let's go ahead and change me over to break time. 5 minute. How'd you do? And Pandy, I can't remember. I'm going to talk about all the YKW. You know what? That's what it is. I think it was a story about a POC having powers and dealing with extreme racism. Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be writing about that. Um, I mean, you can always have a lot of conflict to me, but if it's gonna be fantasy, I would rather read. Like it could be anything else. I'm totally okay if you want to have it. It happens. Like you're gonna deal with it no matter what. But I think if you're gonna make a story about black folks in a fantasy setting, like you don't have to have it rely on it. Like there was a, I don't want to bash like the book, and I want to do reviews, but I also am a writer, so maybe I should have a separate channel. But it won't matter because if I get any type of popular, it'll turn into madness. But there was one. Let's see, I read. It bothered me. Oh, it was Tender Beast, and it bothered me in a way because of story elements, like the things that I was really interested in knowing more about. I didn't get a chance to do that. But then it did have some mentions of racism, but it didn't like punch you in the face with it. Whereas this other story, it was, ooh wee. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this, and which I haven't picked it up since I've asked other folks about it. I asked if it gets any better. Is the ending bittersweet? And they're like, yeah, this is exactly what it is. Let's see. Got here halfway through the first sprint, but I'm so glad that I caught one of your lives. Oh, thank you, Tim. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry I had to miss you last week because of the storm. I tried my best. I was like, I'm gonna be up in here. We're gonna try it. And then I was like, I just had to reschedule. It was really stormy out here. Made it home, but now trying to decide if I should write or read and relax. Haven't written all week, but I have a headache. Oh well, you gotta take care of yourself. And yeah, I didn't write since last. I was like, you know what? I'm about to cozy up. I'm gonna do me some writing, by the window. I thought I had plans because of the thunderstorm. Nope, that's exactly what I did not do. I like that idea, Pandy. Make some tea. Ow! Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That came out. Woo! I'm drinking some water. Mm-mm. There was a friend of mine came up and wanted to do Korean barbecue, and she had me go to a place called H Mart, and which I didn't even know that was here. I didn't know. I never heard of this, but it's like over in like Doraville, I think it is. It's over by Atlanta, so like it took about. We were staying in Atlanta when she was up here. We got an Airbnb out there so that we can be close to all the events and stuff, like going to the aquarium and the arts places and stuff. So we were like, yeah, back and forth to Atlanta was not the option. I need to write down my words. I got 287 words for that one. But so we went there to do some to get some Korean barbecue stuff. So we got the meat there and everything, and the sauce and all that kind of stuff, because she has like the little griddle. And something made me go down where the tea is, and they had this ginger honey tea, and it's Hayo, Haio. And it's like, it comes in a jar. It looks kind of like a jam. Love it. Love it. I put a tablespoon or two into a cup, and all you do, and you add your hot water. You wait a few minutes, and you got this wonderful ginger honey tea. And I thought it was going to be like something like really for the hubby, because he has like, stomach stuff going on, and ginger helps, I settle it and everything. So I'm like, okay, so this is gonna be something for him. So I got the ginger honey one. There was one yucca. I think no, not yucca. Futa, something like that, but it was like an orange. It looks like with honey, and then another one was like it was a pear or something like that, and we didn't care about those. And like they're okay, but didn't care about those. So we moved into the other one, which was the ginger honey. So then I had to go back to the store and buy like 4 of them because there was like we were destroying them things. So HAIO. I'll see if I can look it up when we go ahead and get writing in here. I'll go ahead and look it up for you because I really like it. I don't know. You ain't even said nothing about it yet, but but yes, we are hooked, and actually, I might tell the hubby to like, hey, would you mind making me some tea? All right, so let's get to the next sprint. We're doing productivity. 5 minutes on, 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. Here we go. All right, how'd you do? How'd you do? Let's do the break time. Oop, that's the wrong thing, ain't it? Start. And let's see. So if I'm at calculator 555 minus 287, 268 for that one. For me. So let me get that right. Did I not start the time? I did start the time. Okay. So yes, they're good. I sat at my computer and tried to figure out where I want to go next with my story. Okay. I know how that is. I have found that I really have to plan it out. Some of the drafts, like the first draft of this story, it counts as a draft, but it was like a 1-page draft. And I started following the snowflake method, in which I did follow it here and there, but I was like, this one, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the full one so I can have a gauge of how well I can work out the story, because I definitely used it for other ones that I haven't finished because I want it to be a series. And so that worked for me. But yeah, I need direction. Like I know what I'm working on, what pieces I'm fixing before I do my drinking rights and all that kind of stuff, because I be like, look, if I don't have a direction, I'll just be going off on tangents and then I won't get anything done. I'll have a lot of little pieces here and there. Don't get anything done. So good luck. I don't know. It's like it just works for me. I like the snowflake method, but that's just because you get to work out all of the stuff as you figure out more stuff about your characters and as you need them. Like initially, I was gonna have like a character already be like, well, the character would have been gone in the beginning, like they've lived their life and they're not in there anymore. And then I realized it's like they could make much more of an impact by actually doing something in the story, taking up, like that was one of those situations where I kind of removed people that didn't need to be in there and combined characters because it was getting really long-winded, and so I had to set a thing to work on that one thing, but at least it was all sitting there because I had like the snowflake already built out. But that's the only way I could do anything. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. I have been looking into like procrastination things and stuff too, like to help me keep like stay on schedule. Cause like I shouldn't have had this from last Wednesday, whole week not doing anything that had to do with my writing, but I let myself get dug down into crocheting and stuff and catching up on TV shows and everything. And usually for my TV shows, crocheting is, empty your mind. So it helps me out with stories and stuff, but I'm able to get lost in it too. But it's a reward usually for me to watch all my shows and stuff. And I was just watching them. It was messy. House of the Dragon is just messy. It's just messy. Let's be all up in it. So yeah. Working on writing a middle school chapter book, rough draft and editing an episode of a Kindle Vella story that I wrote under a different pen name. Cool. I've been interested in the Kindle Vella, but I don't know yet. I want to actually get some actual stories out. Like I definitely have some short stories, but I want my novel. So I want to try it to see if I can get my novel to be done. I swear. Like all of these text messages I'm getting for the election is starting to get wild. I like so many. I had to put stop so many times. They done gave out all my poll information because of the few times that I did donate years ago when I had when I was illusioned to me actually helping anything. No, you just want my money. You don't care. You don't care. You ain't worried about nothing that we doing over here as long as y'all get money. So, But I've gotten so many of them since the announcement for their run. Their run, no, choosing. So many since since this one was chosen, crowned, coronated. It's like, oh my gosh, this is a mess. Procrastination is problem 2. Okay, yep. Live sprints. Okay, good. Yes, I do. I do like doing them. It keeps me on there, and I do live sprints in the daytime when I can, especially for work. I do that. Be like, I don't want to do nothing but listen to a little bit of music, and so I set a timer for that too. So let's get back into it. We're getting it done. We're gonna get back to keys, transition, and start. So happy writing. I'll be reading the comments. I'll be in the comments. All right, how'd you do? How'd you do? Let's see. 828, so 5. 825 minus 555. 270 for that one for me. 825 total. Awesome. All right, now we know we get the guaranteed 3. So, yeah. Looks like a musical one. I think just letting it play through my likes and stuff is good. And I got that gem that I didn't even know was there. I want to play it again. Flushing the Stars. I like that one. We're gonna probably play that. We're gonna start with that for the next one. Or are we gonna do another one? I feel like we're gonna do one. Did okay researching, gathering info. Awesome, saucy. I wrote a little, but also needed to just go back and outline, figure out my love interest. Okay. My main love interest. Okay. Awesome, saucy. I need to work on, because I've been working on this video, and I keep saying I'm going to talk about it, about AI, and things keep on popping up. And I was like, initially when I first worked on this, it was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, where I was like, AI on these book covers is getting like, I figured that the first thing they would do is try to do that. Because I thought that. And I was like, oh, that's actually kind of wrong, because it's still once you find out what's going on with AI. And I was like, no. And so I keep on evolving this script. And like even something else popped up in which it wound up being talked about in Discord a little bit in the writers group. And I was like, I didn't even know it was in there until someone mentioned like, hey, it is full of AI, because I've been talking about I was talking about it, and it's been getting added to my list of things. Like, hey, y'all, like there was like a blow up. I remember what was it called? Zlib, the text, the library that they had, and basically it got taken down because of something. I think it was a Colleen Hoover book or something. Someone was saying like first of all, snitches get stitches and end up in ditches, bruh. Why are you telling people where you're getting pirated books from? First of all, like, I don't want my book to be pirated, but I understand why it could be, right? Like, people can't afford it, and if they have an internet connection, able to get into Zlib or whatever. But then also, why are you just going around saying something? You know, like, shut up. And second, there's plenty of things that I have gotten that it was not the savoriest way. Like, I didn't know that I was not getting it in the savory way sometimes, and in others maybe I did, maybe. But most of the time I would go and buy it later, like when I had the money or something. So I've seen that. I've had that happen to me. I've done it and moved on. Now I don't really do it because they, like, you know, once I started understanding exactly how much they be tracking stuff, like, you think you're going incognito, no, they're tracking that. So it don't matter. But in the end, like, they was tripping about the pirating of a Colleen Hoover book, in which, like, it exploded. They were already tripping already, but it exploded after that had happened. And then AI became like big right after that, and we were starting to see them pop up on book covers and stuff. And I was like, y'all literally had a blow up about stuff you feel like it's being stolen from you, for your book is being stolen, which your book has been stolen by AI, because it definitely, if it's anywhere on the internet, it has been fed to these AI learning systems. So like, it's already gone. And then second, you now are okay with stealing, scraping these artists' work, and so you won't have to hire people. I understand stuff it's not cheap to get an artist. Like, my artist, not cheap. My artist for the comic is $125 a page. And now I know he would charge even more. Because, you know, one thing, you know, times have changed. So it's like, what are you talking about? So I know that for a comic book page. And for the cover art was, what, at the time, $300 and something. And he made an alternate version for me too. So that was another $200. And that was like, because he gave me the thumbnail options, and I was like, I can't, I want both. I want both. So he gave me a little bit of discount and considered it an alternate. He put it as an alternate cover when it was really another cover for issue number 2. So it was like, you gotta pay for this kind of stuff. Am I doing another one? Oh, we don't have enough time to do another 25-minute one. So we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna talk mess. Break time. And which usually I do get my 3, but then I gotta do anymore. I did get the whole shot. Well, let me drink the rest of the shot. There you go. How much time I got? Yeah. 16. But yeah, so this AI thing has been really bothering me. And I'm like, why are we not being careful about this? Like, but then, you know, morality, that's a morality thing and all that kind of stuff. So I understand when people be like, you know, I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, you publish a picture book and spend a fortune on Illustrator. Right, that's what I'm talking about. The way people are using AI is crazy. I don't like when they do it for profit. Right, like, first of all, it's not yours. It's not yours. You didn't make it. You typed some words. I know people, like, they're really like, you know, if you didn't want anybody to have access to it or to be able to use it in this kind of way or whatever, if you didn't want anybody to be able to use it or whatever, you shouldn't have put it on the internet. Well, first of all, Stuff gets put. It was eating everything. That's why it was in a lawsuit, because it had copyrighted stuff in there. They were taking everything. It didn't matter. So if you had a small company and you had your own website that you built yourself and put your artwork on to be your gallery so that you can get people to come and buy your artwork, they took that too. They took it from Disney. They had to get a cease and desist. They took it from everybody. So they got in a lot of trouble. So it's like, why are you even making an excuse? That means you shady. So that makes me think that you've stolen stuff and tried to profit off of it. Now I understand, like, shoplifters, all that kind of stuff. I did it when I was a kid. When I was young, I did it too. But that was just like me. One, I was taking some products out of the store. Okay, like being mad about stuff out of the store. But that was when I was a kid. I did dumb stuff, and I learned, and then I didn't do it. Like, I didn't want people taking stuff from me. Why would I be taking stuff from everybody else? So then you go and get your cover art done, and it's obviously AI. Now, if you get somebody to clean it up, then okay. But why not just get the idea from the AI? Which my initial thought, I will say, it wasn't exactly book covers. It was more of figuring out character designs and stuff and using that. And then I found out, hey, they took it, and it should have been like that. Let's see. The way people, okay, that's marketing for artists too. Otherwise, how will we find artists? Right. Hello, Dream of Truth. How are you doing? We're on it. We're in the final break time, just shooting the breeze because I'm talking to mess. And we talked about AI. I hope you're doing well. But yes, so I've been wanting. So I keep working on the script for the video, and I start working on the video, then I start getting upset because like right now, I don't know if y'all know, and I'm starting to get louder and upset. Because I'm like, what? How do you not understand that that's taking something from other people and hurting them? I'm gonna put it out so I won't be all up in the red. I'm sorry, y'all. So every time I work on it, I'm like, hey, getting upset, getting mad at everybody, and being ready to fight. So. And I'm like, okay, come on. Well, how do you not understand? And I know we're supposed to be like, oh, teach people, reach people, and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, first of all, if I went and did that, if I went and took off everything on the internet, strapped together to do it, I would be in jail. I know that. So it's like that whole thing where you sip tea and you watch other people do the things that you know you would go to jail for, as they do it out of open. I feel like that's how I'm feeling when these people are doing things like that. So, and I'm like, also, that doesn't mean that AI is not going to be used to get rid of writers and stuff. Because, I mean, they've already started doing that. There have been some TikToks I've seen of editors talking about, like, hey, please stop sending us AI written work. Like, they want you to edit it to make it sound more human. And they're like, how about maybe write it as a human and then get another human to edit it, and then it can have like some life in it, because it's not good. And you're seeing them pop up. There's so many on Kindle of these AI written stories, and shoot, I think movies are being made because there's one particular one who has a new movie out and who has told everybody, y'all peons, pretty much, like, I don't care what y'all saying, y'all uppity black folks need to stop telling me I need to get writers, blah blah blah. Like, I cannot believe at one point I wanted it to try to see. I was like, hey, maybe I can be a script writer or whatever. No, you can't, because he writes his own scripts. Like, like, so, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, is it moving now? It sometimes wants to work. But I'm like, yeah. So, like, how are we gonna ever have anything authentic anymore? Because all the experiences have to be filtered through. All of the experiences get doled down and filtered through the most common thing, what the algorithm gets the most of. So those experiences are going to not be the experiences of the people who have a little soul in them, who have a little spice, who season, So, like, So it gets filtered out because it's not a norm, you know? So that like the people who made the thing, it's gonna have biases because it's always picking up stuff from the internet. The internet has a bias. Like if you any AI, anytime they try to have like AI assistants and everything, it has always turned into just mess because of how people talk and work out stuff, answer things on the internet. So it's like obviously that's not gonna work for anything else. Like y'all need a little bit more research. But no, we're just gonna scrape the internet and do it. I use it sometimes for character inspiration and using Chat GPT for thumbnail ideas or newsletter ideas. Yes, like I said, like you're doing a little bit. I don't think that is a problem. Like I said, I thought it was like gonna be like a tool type thing. So initially, when I first thought about it, was for character designs for my stuff, like for my stories, for stuff for like when I was working on the comics more. I was like, okay, yeah, this will help me get my point across and everything. But then I really saw what they were doing. I was like, okay, no, I'm not even gonna mess with the character design side of it. Now, outside of having it for myself to be able to see it myself, I'm not gonna submit that to an artist and say, this is what I'm looking for, unless like I'm about to pay. Like this here, I'm gonna pay you. I'm not gonna say like, can you clean this up? I'm not gonna like no, I'm not gonna do that. Can you clean this up and make it look like a human drew it? A human painted it? No, I'm not gonna do that. But like I said, that's what people are doing with writing. And I'm like, what are we doing? So I left it alone a couple years ago. So I was like, I think it's not a good idea to be uploading your photos into this thing because you don't have the rights to it and stuff. And then I was like, well, I'm kind of late to the game now because it took me so long to do stuff. Because you know, back we going out and everything, I'd be like, I'm not doing it. I don't be filming no videos. I've been doing streaming mostly for months now, and so I was like, I ain't gonna worry about it. Then it popped up again, so I'm like, oh my gosh, it's getting even worse, and nobody is learning anything. We're just sitting here dealing with it. I think AI is rampant in the children's book industry. Absolutely. That was when I was first making my video about it, when I was first like working on the script and I tried to film it the first time and then more things came out and I was like, and then it calmed down and then now it's back up again to where it's really digging into people. Like once it started doing the voices and all that kind of stuff, like I hate getting to a TikTok or a video or anything where it all of a sudden it has that one really generic white voice on it. It's a dude, and I'm like, I hate this so much. And it's an AI one. Now the voice filters and stuff like that, where you talk and it filters your voice, totally fine. Totally fine with me. I like that's fun. That's a fun little thing. But there's this one voice on there, and I'm like, bruh, y'all. Stop using it. I can't stand it. But yes, in the children's book industry, one of them was he showed like his whole process of building this illustrated book, and was like proud of it. Got it published and everything. It was on Amazon. He made some money, honey. And I was like, I was so frustrated with the fact. I was like, this is not your work, like at all. Oh, even. And because during that time, I was doing more work on the comic book stuff, trying to get the comics done, in which they're just on hiatus right now. There was a comic that was published, and then they had to revoke the copyright. They revoked the copyright of a comic because, and the character looked a lot like Zendaya. But if I cannot remember the name of that. I got it because I've been adding more stuff to my AI thing. I can't remember the name of it right now. I go look it up. I can look at the script. I don't want to go there. That's not it. It is. Script. So it was book covers and AI. And it was my writing community one. It was, let's see. I had a link to that. Now, Midjourney has removed some of the terminology from the AI. It was Alice and Sparkle was the children's book. And Zarya of the Dawn was the comic, and that one was the one where the copyright was revoked because the AI generated the art. And even though the creator was crediting Midjourney, like on the cover, USCO stood by the rule that humans must create the work to gain official copyright protection. And for the president, that was from Naruto the macaque, and Peter's bid for him to own the rights to his selfies that he took back in 2016. Um, in which that helped to reiterate that human created something for there to be a copyright. So they tried to get get it to where he could own the copyright to it, and they were like, "Nah, you gotta be human." So he was like, "Oh." So yeah, so that's a little bit of what I was like, the research and stuff that I was looking into in order to talk about the AI stuff. But then, like I said, it was just running so rampant. Doesn't like, yeah, doesn't make sense to copyright AI. Like I don't know. They tried it though. They tried it, and they get away with it now. They just try to clean it up as much as possible in order to make sure that, hey, um, it looks like somebody did it. In which this is showing up in art contests. Like a Pokemon had a contest where this artist submitted stuff, and it was one artist, but they submitted several AI generated art, and they won in certain areas. And people were pointing out, like, hey, Pokemon, folks, look at this. You can see that this AI. You can see the difference in the art styles within the same picture. When it came down to one, like Pikachu or Eevee in the water or something like whoever was, whatever the main subject was in the background, it was just like totally different art style. So it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? How did y'all not catch this? And even when I remember, I think I got it in my speech somewhere in there. So hopefully I can gather all the photos and stuff. But there was one, like, he was like, yeah, he did all this work. He won a contest, and it was like it was a painting looking style piece of art. And it was like, I mean, he won a lot. He was like, he had to keep on teaching the AI, editing the pieces of it. Like, just it was just a lot of words that he was focusing in on, updating, smashing together stuff in order to get this painting that he wanted to submit for this contest. And he was like justified. Like, he felt justified that everything was done by him, like he had to put in the prompts, he had to put in the information and everything. It was so weird. And we were sitting there like, sir. So you utilize search engine like much better than anybody else, or at least you took more time to do a search rather than like what we would normally do us. Like, we'll search for something and we'll get whatever the first few things are. But now I will say I'm very aggravated with the fact that I keep trying to turn off the AI response from Google, and it keeps saying that you can turn it off, and you can't. I've tried several times to turn it off because some of the first things that will pop up is the AI response. So now automatically, I skip over like a few, to scroll a little bit so that I could be able to get to the next thing. So it's probably not going to be the first one, which normally you wouldn't click on the first one because it might be an ad. So now you have AI ad 2, 1, 2, 3 probably, and then you get that. What the heck? Why did it zoom in on my face like that? It was like, oh, was it my fingers? Does it do? Look. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Slanko. I'm just looking at. I gotta find the manual for this thing. I don't know what happened. So now it's zoomed in on my face. Like, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna stay there. It's in the copyright. I have to head out, but it was nice chatting. I did a little, which is better than nothing. I hope everyone has a great night. You too. I hope you have a great night. I am over here just flabbergasted about this camera. Y'all, I had to zoom in on me. Hey, look. And we're about done anyway, yeah. So it's 8 o'clock, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Let's see what happens when we go to the big picture. Ah, look how close it is. Look how close it is. Y'all don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to do it. It's not even green. It's red. Can I do it? I don't even know. Y'all, look, don't. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out, Deja. Thank you, TM. Thank you, Dreaming True. Thank you, Snowly and Pandy. Everybody who came on out here to chill with me. We got 3 good sessions in and a nice little chat about AI, and I started got myself heated up a little bit. And also, it's probably because I done had some moonshine. So I do hope you have a great night. I'm gonna let y'all go. Bye.